So I'm here. I'm here. I'm
ready.
clear.
Yes.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Yes. I'm excited that we've done such a good job this year growing our podcast.
Yep.
And we've touched on a lot of awesome things. So this isn't like our episode 25 of the end.
No.
This is everything over the news and the span of time that we've been doing this year for the podcast.
Right. Okay, so this is more like a year in review.
Like a wrap-up.
2021, okay? Not the season close that we do where we poke fun at the bullshit that we did throughout the season.
In the episodes, yeah.
So we're just talking about 2021. How was 2021? Because I know 2020, fuck you, 2020!
I wrote
2020 sucked. How was 2021 for you?
For me, it wasn't bad.
No?
I grew a lot. I've been changing a lot. That metamorphosis of the butterfly. Being a better shit human than I already am.
Okay.
I've been talking to a lot of people. Got to meet a lot of new friends along the way.
Yeah, we met a lot of people this year.
This year has been really good.
That's true.
Yeah, and when we first started, we had all these hopes and aspirations, and we didn't know how podcasting was supposed to go.
No.
We had no idea. We didn't know we were going to build a studio here in your house. We didn't know that.
Dude, we were podcasting from the kitchen.
We
were in it. It's echoey as fuck.
It was.
It was horrible, man.
Well, let's get into the show.
Okay.
You want to swing us out?
Sure. My name is Mr. J.
And my name is Pixie.
And welcome. No, you wanted me to do it. I'm going to do it. Hey, welcome to Next on Stage 1. And this is a year in review, 2021. This is Denver's best.
We can't say only, so we're going to say favorite. Denver's favorite.
I love it.
Adult entertainment nightlife podcast.
Told from the perspective of two retired strippers.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. We have more than 42 years in the adult industry. We've done a lot. We've seen a lot. We've been here. We're very strong, opinionated people.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun. This is one of those things that it's been such a great ride.
It's been fun.
It
really is. You know, because at first I didn't even respond with the people or social media type stuff. I'm just thinking we're going to get together every week and have a conversation for an hour, smoke a couple of doobies, drink.
We hang out for more than like...
Oh, we really do.
We hang out for about 5 hours every time we get together. So what you guys are seeing is a watered-down version of me and Mr. J just hanging out, talking the bullshit.
And we do have some behind-the-scenes shit where we're just talking.
Yeah, just talking.
We just left the camera running. So that's what we're going to roll into in the future. Hopefully we'll get that Patreon up and allow them to see the behind-the-scenes stuff. But no, it's been a fun ride. You know, season 1, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. Nope. The audio was absolutely horrible. And we're going to correct that one day.
But the stories are great.
The stories are good.
If you go back and you listen to the stories, episode 24 is the one where I got hit by a chair. You know, and we've got to do a little bit better on what we want for the show. Yeah. We need to, like you said, I need to do some more marketing. And I'm doing a lot of marketing. But I think what I might have to do is get a scheduling app and schedule some of the posts.
Yeah, maybe.
That way it's more of a clear message, and then I can jump in and have more free time on the back end.
We've got to figure out some. Now, here's the thing. I'm not a creature of habit, you know. I think I've talked about this before in the podcast. I am an INFP personality. I like pushing all things at the same time and making a little bit of progress as I go. So I'm not really a creature of habit. So our audiograms need to come out in more of a timely manner.
Well, us pushing it a little bit at a time has helped us grow how we've been growing.
Yeah.
Because we have been consistent. It doesn't feel like it's a lot, but it's every time we're pushing, we're working at the things that we know that work, and we're both bringing up
We have been improving.
Yeah. Both of you're doing so much on the Facebook and and the Twitter space.
You like my recent memes?
I do.
They're good,
They're
right?
hilarious. And we're just two sides of the same coin that we're both trying to succeed and make this thing what we want.
Okay.
And it's really working.
It is working, but I got to get more engagement from people because I need to know what they want to see and what they want to hear. We, over the past year, coming out of season 1, because we're talking about a year in retrospective, and that really begins at, I want to say, season 1, episode 22. I think that was January 4th.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. No, that makes perfect sense.
It was 22. I think it was when I grow up, I want to be a stripper.
Yeah.
Audio's really bad.
But the stories
But the story
so
was good.
Yes.
You know, and I think a lot of people responded to that. So we were growing. We're finishing up this season.
Yeah.
So we take a breath and come back and do season 2. So I enjoyed when I grow up, I want to be a stripper. It's a really great episode. I enjoyed episode 23, which was called Memories, growing up in the Mile High City, which I want to come back to.
I know you love your Denver specific episode.
Yeah, we didn't have a chance to do that season 2, so I want to do another Memories episode. Okay. I was talking to a couple of colleagues at work, and we were talking about roller skating. And I'm like, dude, I used to work at roller rink back in the 90s in high school. I would love to have an engagement like that. So I'm hoping that we can do another growing up in the Rocky Mountain, because I love Denver. It's my hometown.
Denver is amazing, and that's probably why we have so specific stories about strip clubs and what we do here, because that's where our bulk of our entertainment has been.
We worked it. We know this place like the back of our hands.
Right. And, there's so much things that I want to do. I do love the audiograms. The audiograms it's such a cool way for people to hear our conversations.
The best bits?
Just like the best bits. Like you with the Urkel. That is one of the best.
And I love what Big D is doing up on the YouTube.
Oh my gosh, the YouTube is so hilarious.
He's matching some clips up from like previous shows and put stuff in pop culture and putting those into the show itself.
Yeah.
And they're cracking me up, man. So yeah, the audiograms I'm having a lot of fun with. But I need to get on more of a schedule with that. And I'm not sure if I'm getting the response from those out there on do they want more? And what should I do to dress them up? I've been doing the same audiograms since season 2.
The audiograms are fine. It's consistency. That's what we need to work on. It really, when we come through an episode and you're editing or Big D's editing, we hit something. That's where it's got to be. It's just like me. I have to continuously post and tell people about the podcast.
Yeah,
it's one of those things. I mean, we're really doing well. Let's make a goal. What do we want for our numbers this time next year?
This time next year,
what do you want? You want 40K?
Where
do you want to be?
What do I want more followers or do I want more hits?
Downloads. We want more people listening to the show.
Well,
I don't care about followers.
Here's the thing. When we first started, we had an episode, and it was in the Memories episode.
Yes.
Where we talked about the great Snowball fight, because we were talking about the winter blizzard of 1982.
Yes.
Fucking crazy.
This is the Denver, yes.
Yeah. And a lot of people responded with this whole Snowball fight, or putting together something called the Great Snowball Fight, where we can get Denver residents to all come down.
Friends from across the United States to fly
come
into
down
Denver.
to Denver. We'll go down to City Park and we'll figure out how to make that shit work. And we'll have
snow blowers. I don't know. Thank goodness we didn't do it this year because Denver has no snow.
No, not at all.
None. So we couldn't even do a snowball fight this year.
When Old Man Winter shows up to kick us in the nuts,
he's kicking us.
He's going to kick us the fucking nuts. You know that, right?
So,
but thankfully, no, we didn't get any snow yet this year. And what we said was we would organize this thing if we got 100,000 downloads by this time.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
No.
It didn't work. But
maybe I was shooting way too
we
high.
were shooting into the stars.
That's crazy.
But that's how we get those numbers. We have to think about the big picture as us spicy content creators. We want to think of numbers that inspire other people to enjoy what we have. So many friends. We have so many friends out there that are willing to jump in, help us share this podcast. You have done such big numbers for us, and it's been just a blast. So what we're thinking is we continue that number, or do we go for a lower number?
We go for a lower number.
A lower number.
Here's the thing. We're at 10K.
10K, yes.
Who'd have thunk it? You know, of course we said, well, maybe we'll get 100,000. For real.
Bring it back.
but 10K?
That's great numbers.
That's more than acceptable.
We don't have a budget.
No.
We don't have a studio behind us.
No.
It's just you, me, Big D, doing this in the studio
Every week.
every week.
We have won. What did we win? We came runner-up.
We were second place for the
Quite the Thing Media.
Yes.
Society, Arts, and Culture.
Yes.
That's cool.
That's fantastic for our first year out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consistently showing up on an application called Good Pots.
Yes, we love Good Pods.
They're throwing all kinds of hurrahs at it.
Yeah.
Hey, you're number 22 this week. Well, for real?
Yeah.
So 10,000, I guess,
It's great numbers.
that's tits.
It's,
you know?
It's hard. It's a lovely, squishy tits.
What I want to do is I want to triple that number.
Triple it. All
yeah.
right.
I think that I think you said double it. Fuck it. Triple it. We'll make a snowball fight happen next year.
We'll have to make snow if Denver doesn't come through with snow.
How are we going to do that? We're going to do a snow dance?
Well, oh, is it the same dance as me and the hula hoop?
Remember that? Remember Parodies, where he's got her doing the rain dance?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That's the snow dance.
That's
Yeah,
the
keep
snow dance.
doing that.
Keep doing that. Keep shaking it.
Yeah,
Yes.
snow will come.
Snow will come. The white fluffy stuff.
I'm sorry,
ladies and
check out
gentlemen.
Pervy Parodies. It's really friggin' stupid. Naked and Confused was the porno.
It was a hilarious episode. I'm telling you, like, if you're not into porn or knockoffs of porn, our porn parody episode is hilarious.
Yeah.
It really is.
And I had a lot of fun going over
Yeah.
this year's episodes, including Pervy Parodies.
Yeah.
And referencing those, and that's why we need to do more audiograms where we take our best bits. But for our first big interview was also in 2021.
It was.
Denver
Yeah.
Doll.
Denver Dolls. I mean, I'm telling
which
you,
was fucking
you want to
huge.
do local specific. Denver Doll was the episode.
Yeah.
So we want 30K.
30K, yes.
This time next year, that is a very reasonable podcast growth for us. But the only way we're going to be able to get there is if you take the opportunity to share this with one friend.
One person.
Just one person. Just share us. Tell people about it. Pick your favorite episode and just be like, give this podcast a listen.
If you know a stripper, hang out with a stripper, have
We're
a
a
family
stripper.
member that is a stripper.
We're doorman, bartender.
Yeah. And I really want to get into the grassroots stuff. I really wanted this season, I want to do more. I want to go down, and I was suggesting to you that we go down and talk to the bathroom guy. Why do you work in a bathroom at a strip club? That exists. There's a guy that's actually in the bathroom that hands you towels and shit. I want to interview that guy. We're doing crazy shit on this show,
Yeah.
So I want to continue doing that as we go forward, and then expand on more of our extra stuff like the Patreon.
Yeah.
And I guess the YouTube, we're going to have to dress it up a little
We are. We got some news on here on the Twitter Spaces, and we got asked from another person. Let me see if I can bring it up. On Twitter Spaces, on Twitter, there is a company that said, let's see, let's distribute your podcast on Screw It TV for 2022. Screw It TV is a
Screw It TV.
yeah, it's a Roku. It's like a Roku service where they show porn and adult.
Shut up! They want us on there.
I'm gonna send out a message and see what he says because
That's interesting.
we don't have commercials.
No.
We do this all for fun and for you to be listening to us. That's why we do it. We've carefully curated what we want to do, and if we can figure out a way where we're with like-minded individuals that have fun, that enjoy the nightlife, that enjoy beer, just like we do. That's why we love this show without having to sell fucking mattresses. I'm not selling mattresses.
Yeah. No, I get you.
That's why I love this show.
You know, it's great. We're able to kick back like you would in a bar and just talk shit.
Yeah, and we don't have to sell a whole bunch of crap just to make our show be publishable.
No, I get you.
Because we do this for fun, and we do this for the love of podcasting.
All right. Well, don't beat the hell out of the dead horse. We get it.
But to be on Screw TV...
It would be fucking awesome.
It would be cool. I mean,
it would be cool.
I would love to see, like, Pleasures be our sponsor. The shoe company.
I'll take the pleasures.
What else would you like? I know you want an alcoholic beverage company to be a sponsor.
I want this to be positive, man. What we do on the show, this is my decision, okay? This keeps me nice and fluid for the entirety of the show. But I don't want to advocate it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't want to advocate adult entertainment as well. That's one of the positive things that we've said in this.
Yeah.
In this.
This
podcast.
is an adult industry for adults.
This is a way of being able to talk about things in the adult industry that maybe a lot of people don't know.
Oh yeah.
You know, without having to sell anything, and I never want to do that. Yeah. You know, but if you want to throw us some money at the same time, you know what I mean?
I'm not going to say no, but it has to be the right kind of company.
But it's got to fit us, and you got to allow us to be able to talk about that product from a real perspective. Because I'm not going to bullshit in this, dude.
Well, we don't bullshit.
We don't.
Well, we bullshit each other.
Yeah, you know.
But that brings...
we tell you a lot of facts, and we tell you a lot of bullshit, too.
That brings me to one of the articles I want to talk about this week. So in our year-end wrap-up, we decided that we were going to talk about stripper events that happened throughout the year.
Yeah.
And when I got into it, I actually found a whole bunch of articles that were happening right now that we didn't get to talk about.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, the whole news thing's going on right now, and one of the
like
articles...
right now?
Like right now.
Oh, shit.
On Newsweek, just happened this week.
Yeah.
There was a woman's attempt to expose stripper's career to her mom, and it backfired on TikTok.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so some Karen, I'm sorry if your name is Karen.
We're sorry, Karen. That sucks so hard, but it's so appropriate.
So what happened is this lady found out that there was a stripper, or she was a stripper in her past, and she was like, well, I wonder how your mom would feel if she knew that you were a stripper.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Through text message to the lady. Like, this lady had the balls to say,
fucked up.
You're a stripper. Does your mom know? And how it goes, the TikToker went viral after sharing screenshots from a text exchange with a woman who threatened to reveal her career as a stripper to her mom. The response to the threat gained widespread support on the platform, and the video gained more than 1.3 million views. And let's see. The TikToker is Alaska Young X, who goes by Alaska. Shows the screenshot reportedly sent to her mom's coworker. Does your mom know? Name blurted out.
Gotcha.
A stripper. LOL. That's what the text message reads.
Right. So
this person is being malicious from
No, she doxed her. She, maliciously. She knew what the fuck she was doing.
The next The
Go
next
on.
section of the text is censored, followed by, I can't wait to see the look on her face when I ask about your stripper
See,
career.
that's fucked up. All right. How? Oh, there's
There's
more.
more. There's a whole bunch more. That one time, my mom's coworker tried to out me as a stripper, wrote Alaska in the video on-screen text. She cuts the screen of the tweet that she posted, revealing that the woman sent her a message is getting fired because of the exchange.
Mm.
So this whole story is a cautionary tale. This whole story is this woman thought it was, one, okay to message the lady, Alaska, about her own private past.
Uh-huh.
And then think it's okay to tell Alaska's mom, your daughter is a stripper. And then to get enjoyment off of doxing somebody to their mother? Oh.
Well, all right. So here's.
You know me, Jay.
Okay. Well, this is basic stripper, and I think we've done this
happens,
before,
yes.
you know. And I'm trying to find a direction on how to explain this because we've talked about this in previous episodes, and maybe we haven't elaborated on this. You know, the thing is that when you're a stripper, when you're a dancer, when you're in the adult entertainment industry, that's one of those industries that you keep that on the down low. Only the people in your really small circle know what you do. It's kind of like being a superhero. Only few people know you're Batman.
Yeah.
You know, so with the advent of the internet, once again,
If it's on the internet, it's there permanently.
and anyone can find it, you know.
Yeah.
So and that sucks,
Yeah.
you know, because someone found it and said, "Hey, do your parents know you did some fucked up shit?" Now, us in the industry know that what we do is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Well,
It
know,
is.
we're adults doing adult things, and not everybody's okay.
and we understand that, and the people that come to see that kind of shit,
They know.
we know it's kind of
they
fucked
know.
up.
Yeah.
Okay? And whether or not you get some pleasure out of it, it's
Right.
kind of fucked up.
But
So-
for somebody to go out and do that, it's one of those cautionary tales. It's the year end, you know, maybe because we're all trapped in our house and stuff, and we think that we can do whatever we want behind a screen, behind a phone, those kind of things. That
I think we're being forced to.
maybe.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
everything's closing down. The live performances are kind of dying off. No one's going to see them anymore. We've talked privately about the condition of the girls in the clubs these days. It's nowhere near where it used to be, you
Yeah.
know? And that's a direct reflection of everyone doing this. If you're doing it more and being exposed more people see you, and the risk of being caught amplifies. That's just happens.
But I
there.
think that
But
the
that
way
person
this
coming
Karen,
across is fucked.
this Karen was not very nice.
They're not supposed to do
You're not
that.
supposed
No
to
one's
do
supposed
that.
to do that. That's fucked.
Look, if what somebody else does with their own body in their own time that has nothing to do with you, and that's not affecting younger individuals, leave that person alone.
I hear you, but
Get
at
out of
some
somebody
point,
else's business.
But at some point, we have to take the responsibilities
Right.
as being entertainers
Right.
when it comes to this equation. Be aware that when you're doing this kind of
Yeah.
work, the exposure that you have needs to be limited. If you don't mind everyone knowing that you're shaking your nana somewhere, then go and do porn.
Well,
okay?
Alaska went out. She said, "Hey, Mom, I want you to know what's coming down the pipeline." And she told her mom that
At that point.
Yep.
Knowing that
Knowing
she
that-
was about to be exposed.
Right.
But up until that point, she would have kept a secret, right?
probably.
Yeah. That
Well,
makes sense.
I mean,
most of us do.
Most of us do. We don't usually go out and take off the mask of, Batman's mask and say, "Hey, we're not Robert Downey Jr. We're not like I'm Iron Man,"
I'm talking the exposure,
Yeah.
okay? As a small-time performer, as Smooth, I can work in a small-time bar or a couple of bars in town where a couple of people know me. I can work out of state, couple of people
problem.
know me. As long as I don't tell anyone outside of a certain circle, you really don't find out I'm a stripper.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But once I walk into an arena where video is now the thing, if I'm doing adult video, depending on how big that company is, my exposure is
It gets bigger.
And
yeah.
I, as a performer, have to expect that someone somewhere who knows me might say something.
Yeah, and
so it's on the performer at the same time, Pixie.
right. Well, not everybody we interact is going to react in a positive manner.
The danger of the internet is the problem, because now everything's, instead of being very, very small and secluded live, you make your money, you go home, everything is on the internet. The risk of exposure is greater, and anyone can send this to your parents and say, do you know what your kid is doing?
Right.
That's none of your parents' business, for one. For two, if you're just smart and you're trying to make money by showing your nanas, you're trying to make it so small that your parents don't figure that shit out,
right, because
man.
you do want to protect
Yeah.
the family around you.
It's like being Spider-Man. You don't want you don't want anyone hurting Aunt May.
You don't want Dr. Octopus to come after Aunt May.
Thank you.
That's it. That's the way that's the way we operate. And knowing those kind of things and protecting the people that you love, sometimes you do have to go, hey, all right, Mom, this is what's going on, just so it takes the Band-Aid off before somebody else.
See, it's scary. We said that this conversation might be long as fuck because we're already on the first article now, and we're already dragging this out.
Well, then let's move on.
No, I like it. I really do. How do you feel about this? As an ex-entertainer, you tried to keep your exposure. I'm assuming you tried to keep your exposure very limited. You know. A couple of friends knew, right?
A couple of friends. My mom didn't find out till I was already in my 30s.
Okay. When did you decide? Did you decide to tell her, or you found out?
My brother decided that he was going to tell everybody.
There you go.
About who I am.
Someone in your circle leaked it out, right?
Yes, somebody did me dirty, and realistically, that's how it happened.
And that's the reason you got to 30, because you limited your exposure so small that one person did something dirty, and that's going to happen.
What about you?
When it comes to me, I was always upfront about the stripping aspect. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal for me.
Right.
It's really not. If you're going to give me money to shake my tallywhacker in front of you, okay, that's between me and you. And quite honestly, I'm not embarrassed to say that if you're stupid enough to give me money for doing something really fucking foolish, I'm not going to be stupid not to take it. Okay, so my family understands where I was coming from, my thinking with that.
I have never been embarrassed about being an adult entertainer.
No.
That's just what it is.
Now, the pornography, on the other hand, someone came out to tell Dad. I don't know who fucking told him, but someone told him. I think that because you don't just stumble upon these things unless you're looking for it. I think I stumbled. I fucked up. Someone in my circle told my dad, who told my mom, and it was a big stink. But I kept it secret for at least 9-10 years. Yeah.
And your mother is one of the most understanding individuals.
Yeah. Oh, but she was kind of pissed for a minute.
Well, I mean, it's...
Where did she go wrong?
No, it's...
Hey, we all make our own choices,
yeah,
and you gotta live with them.
And one of those kind of things is, like we said, being on the internet. If it's out there, somebody's gonna find it. So we have to be responsible and be able to own up to whatever we're doing, because we're adults. That it just happens that way. Yeah. It was one of those crazy stories that I found while I was searching for stripper stories.
I told you that this whole, because, look, we're probably already been here for like an hour and a half.
So, but we did talk about other stripper stories or stripper-esque stories. One of the stories we talked about was the Playboy Bunny.
Oh, you want to go there?
We talked about 2 different Playboy Bunny stories.
Okay.
We talked about the androgynous Playboy Bunny.
Androgynous, my ass. That was a man. That was a man. They were trying to sell bunny outfits for men. And that goes along with another story that I have that I'm not
Yeah.
very happy with. I'm not sure if we're going to have time for
We
all
might
this.
not have. We might have
We'll
to
see,
just
but this is
roll
going to be a
on through.
very interesting episode. Yes, they had that bullshit. Was that a cover? No, it was an internet cover
It was an internet photo
of a man,
in a Playboy bunny suit.
a black man. It
I
was a black man.
I still think.
And what was the second one?
The second one was Dolly Parton in a Playboy bunny outfit.
I know, she still looked good.
She's so adorable. She did it for her husband. She had the outfit. She had a picture. She gave it all to him. It was a cute picture of her, so it wasn't like a trashy picture.
Right.
It was Dolly Parton. She looks fantastic.
And
for
you
it.
said that wasn't even really for. They didn't publish that, right?
It wasn't for anybody but her.
Right.
For her husband for his birthday.
That's tight as fuck.
Like,
just like we were talking about last.
adorable.
We should have had that in last episode. About the gifts to give to your
boudoir shoots.
Fuck yeah, man.
Speaking of our last episode, some people didn't like your big teddy bear. If you guys
I don't
missed
give
it,
a fuck.
if you missed it,
Yeah.
last episode we went through 10 gifts for men. And Jay kind of gave out a couple of gifts for women.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the gifts was one of those giant fucking teddy
Big,
bears.
and you know, it doesn't have to be a teddy bear. Her
It could be a
favorite thing.
dog
If her
or
favorite thing is a
frog.
unicorn, get her a big fucking unicorn. If her
No.
favorite thing are dogs, get her a big fucking stuffed dog. I'm telling you, she'll lug that
No, she
thing
won't.
around until it's dead. Cursing your
anybody-
name, she will never forget you. That's
Yeah,
I
and that's
meant to say that shit.
Terrible.
Gentlemen, make it
No,
happen.
don't do it. Don't do it. So, but we had a great episode
was
last
good.
week. So we had a lot of fun doing these. What stripper stories do you have from the internet?
Well, I've got two, and I'm not going to dig too much into them because they're the same area. Now, the reason why this flagged or popped up on my radar was because we talked about Texas in one of our episodes, and I can't remember exactly which one it was, but Texas was having problems with deciding on how how old you need to be to work in a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
I remember that. I remember that there was a club in Texas that got in trouble for certain things that
Right.
happened. Yeah.
Now, they decided that barely legal strippers are now fully illegal in Texas. So you have to be
Ooh.
21 years old to work in a club.
Wow.
Or a nude club. Let me change that.
That's
Nude club.
pretty bold.
Yeah. The penalty for employing 18 to 20-year-olds to work nude, topless, or in a sexually oriented commercial activity is now 2 to 20 years in prison.
Wow. Well, so for me, I think if you're old enough to vote and you're an adult,
Yeah.
I
Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. We're questioning this?
no, we're not questioning.
Where do you steer on this? What do you think?
I think that it might be a little bit overreaching, but it is Texas, and each state has their own rules.
Okay.
I don't like the rule,
Mm-hmm.
and I think if you still want to dance, there are other states, other provinces, other places that you can go to work that this rule doesn't apply. But also Texas, you also have to have a background check, and there are other rules in Texas that you have to do that Colorado doesn't have.
Okay, look, I'm going to cite this article
Yes.
real quick. It's reason.com. It's written by Elizabeth Nolan Brown, and that's on 6/3/2021 that she put up this article. And it was on my radar because, once again, we had this conversation before. I come from a grassroots type of thinking, dude, and the thing is that there are several things that anyone can do in order to make a living, and striptease is one of them. okay?
Yes.
Every other thing where you need to make money, sometimes you have to go through licensing or special permit, or you got to jump through somebody's hoops or training, or you have to go through schooling, blah, 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 when they need to be making money right now. And this is one of those jobs that you can make money right now, you know? And I would say there are only a couple of jobs that you can do like that. Waitressing is one of them, but even that takes a week or two of going through quote-unquote training. Before you make any real money.
Because as a waitress, you're probably only getting tips that first 2 weeks.
You're sharing it with someone else or
because
giving it
somebody
entirely
else is
to
letting
them.
you have a table or two of theirs as they're ghosting you and making sure that you don't fuck up their orders.
You hear me, okay?
So,
let's say you want to have a cleaning business, you know, which is something that anyone can do. I can go and get cleaning supplies at the local grocer, you know?
Right.
But you need special licensing and insurance for that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot.
So, striptease has always been one of those things that, once again, I'm not fully on board with it, but what I'm saying is it's an option that anyone can do it. And quite honestly, these days, anyone can do it, including people that probably shouldn't be doing it. So now they're saying to young people, and I agree with where you were going initially with this. You can be a certain age to be able to do this, but you can't
do this? Yeah, exactly. It's like you can go to war, but you can't strip. I don't like that.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
That's more rules and regulations by people. I don't agree.
You can operate a vehicle, but I can't shake my nut.
For money?
For real? Yeah. You know, you see what I'm saying? So,
and what's the difference between 20 and 21?
A number.
A number.
Fucking number, dude.
So,
because I gotta tell you, real life makes people grow up fast and hard, and I know some very edgy ladies that went through some seriously hard times while they were stripping, and that made them stronger people based on their
Do you think
past.
that these rules and regulations are just there because they think that they're trying to protect somebody?
Yes, because they do continue in this article. They say, in a performative bid against human trafficking, I get it. Okay?
I get it.
Because look, human trafficking right now, I even know stuff that hasn't even come out yet. I don't know if it's ever going to come out, but human trafficking is way bigger than slavery has never stopped.
Yes.
I'm just going to leave it at that. Here's the thing. Texas has raised the legal age for working at the strip clubs from 18 to 21 years old, putting many of those employees out of work and putting the clubs that hire them at risk of serious legal penalties. Wow. They even argued that, and the clubs are kind of arguing that by doing this, you're pushing those underage girls to work in other avenues that are adult entertainment that are more dangerous.
Like street walking.
Thank you.
Like being on Backpage. That stuff is not regulated at all. If you think that you can just slap a couple of rules and regulations on something that you don't like and you think it's just going to go away, it doesn't go away. It just doesn't. These girls, it's something we've talked about.
Yeah,
and it's disheartening.
And the thing is, neither of us are right, because morally it's still questionable.
Yeah, you know.
But once again, it's one of those things that all of us can do if we need to.
If you need to, yeah. But
I need to make quick money to feed my babies.
Right.
You know.
And that's what I did when I was 18.
Right.
That's what I did.
So somebody even, and once again, bringing it back to somebody snitching, you know, maybe that certain someone has to do something to, you know, make a living.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, I'm not going to dive too much into that right there, but that's the first of two when it comes to Texas. Texas is really trying to lock that shit down, dude. And I'm not sure if there's anything sinister coming behind that. Once again, I worry about the grassroots people that don't have an education or lost a job and they have to come up with their rent tomorrow.
Right.
These avenues are being cut out from
people that are putting themselves through college right now. Now they don't have an opportunity.
Yeah.
They can't pay those bills because now that there's no money, they have to go to a different industry or they have to find a pimp or somebody to be able to.
The article talks about that.
Yeah. And
see what I'm saying? Because
me, I
I
don't
can
like it.
guarantee you in this industry, the 18 to 20-year-olds that just lost their jobs, I guarantee you they're still in the industry. They're still in it, but it's not in the clubs.
Yeah, well, there were other things that we were talking about. We talked about Hooters. We talked about their uniform change.
Yeah.
You know,
And I called it.
Jay did call it. It was interesting that you were so spot on with that they were going to change it back, that they did change it back between both episodes.
Yup.
Because, well, you know,
Explain that a little bit.
so basically there was a costume change that came down the road, and it, for some of us that have been in the
Say
industry,
it. It was skimpy as hell.
It was skimpy as hell.
They knew what they were doing. It was a way skimpier version of the one they previously had, and the one they previously had
was skimpy.
There you go.
Yeah, and you go to Hooters for the entertainment value. Yeah, some people go to the Hooters for wings, but it's mostly because it's entertainment. You're looking at a certain type of entertainer that's serving you food, right? Yeah. He's doing that eye thing at me.
You know what?
Yeah.
Man, stop. Stop it. It's called Hooters. We all know.
We all know why you're going to Hooters.
Come on.
We all know
man.
why I go to Hooters.
Yeah. Because Hooters in the vernacular is another way of saying titties.
Yes.
So
yeah.
we know what we're going for. That's their shtick.
Yes, and I want a men's restaurant that do and it's called Pythons.
Yeah, no, I was thinking cocks.
Cocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have a rooster as the.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, have
I
the
like it.
spin
Yeah.
off of Hooters. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Let's
Totally.
do it. Yeah, and then we open up our strip club called Bucks and Bitches.
No.
Yes.
Still a horrible name.
Still a great name.
We're going to make it into a shirt eventually. But no, I called that. I totally called it. I knew it was a publicity stunt from the get-go. I'm like, they're not going to change it, and here's why. Check it out in that episode. That's in season 2, right?
It is in season 2,
Okay.
yeah.
Hunt down that episode where we're talking about Hooters. And I was absolutely spot on because like a week later, they reversed their decision. I'm like, duh.
Yeah, I think they should go back to the ugly orange shorts.
They should.
And the old man white shoes.
And if I remember correctly, they should put the damn volleyball shit back outside again too, and have the girls take out breaks and they play volleyball.
Yeah.
That's what you go to Hooters for. You go to see the bouncing jigglies. That's what. Look, stop with this bullshit. Look. The things that have changed between then and now is that people don't call out the bullshit for what it is, you know? We all know what the fuck Hooters is, okay? Yeah. It's wings and titties, all right?
When you go to Hooters, you tip.
Yes!
When you go to any restaurant, you tip.
Businessmen took... Okay. And I'll tell you why the concept works, because in once again, the assignment that you've given me, I did a little additional research because I can't keep not from doing it. It turns out that this is a concept called restaurants.
Restaurants.
That's the concept.
I like
it has a name, okay? And there are restaurants that take that concept and they make Hooters seem to be PG.
Well, Hooters is PG.
Yeah.
You don't see anything. The boobies are completely covered. The ass is mostly covered, and they're wearing stockings the whole time.
I took this from Delish.com, and there are 11 of these. There's a place called Twin Peaks. I think you know.
Have Twin
yes,
Peaks here.
You talked about
that.
that.
We also, here in Colorado, we have the tilted kilt.
The tilted kilts.
Which
and these ladies are walking around in some sexy outfits,
They
dude.
have, like, the shortest plaid kilt. It's basically a schoolgirl skirt, a very short one, with a big belt. These girls... They're beautiful. They're entertaining. They are customer service based individuals, and I think they do fantastic work. And I think if you go out and you get something to eat, you tip.
Yes, Pixie.
You tip.
Yes, you
tip
do.
hard.
And actually, you should tip them even more
Tip them
because
harder.
they got their breasticles out. That's the whole point.
Well,
That's what they were selling the damn thing on. So they're becoming more PC, and it's not even PC anymore. They have a new name for it. Is social woke? I don't know because now last Halloween, I guess a bunch of damn, I want to say fat bitches, but I can't say you can't say fat bitches. I would never say fat bitches, but I'd say pleasantly plump women went out
we don't
and
judge. We,
no,
everybody
but they
loves,
were big women.
Everybody loves
But
different
they
types
were big.
of.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
So I guess they went out and they did this photo shoot in front of one of the Hooters, and it got a big hype on the internet. It went viral, and people were kind of sparking that controversy of whether or not they should have plus size models or plus size waitresses in these restaurants. And I guess that's a big thing now.
Well, here's my thing on that is if you don't fit the Hooters standard, right?
Yeah, I agree with you.
And you want that, create that.
No,
You're
right.
more
If
than
you don't
welcome
like it, you can make
to
your own
make your
place.
own kind of thing. If you want your own strip club like Bucks and Bitches, and you want to have both male and female entertainers up on stage, or if you want to have your own climate, make it.
Now, you called your restaurant, what'd you call your restaurant? Pythons?
Pythons.
Okay, there's a male restaurant called Tallywhackers.
Tallywhackers.
No, seriously, dude, it's right here. Look,
Oh
all
my
the
God.
guys
I
are,
wanna see, I wanna see.
they're buxom dudes.
Wow.
So see,
Wow.
but you know what you're going for
Right,
when you
right.
go there, you know? And you're not going to want to see, Urkel. Unless Urkel is throwing you for a loop and he's actually fine and sexy.
It's like
with a big penis.
It's like having a little person as a gimmick.
Right.
It's like having me dressed up as Mary Jane.
When you go to Dick's Last Resort, you know that the servers curse you out. That's part of the shtick.
Exactly.
That's their shtick. So allow these shticks to be what the fuck they are,
And
man.
if you don't like it, guess what? You're an adult.
Go somewhere else.
On. No, don't get your panties in a twist because you don't like what somebody else is doing.
Pussies. I'm sorry. Hey, I talk like back in the 90s, dude. I'm real shit, man.
Yeah.
What? Have we gotten canceled yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
We're not even going to that.
I talk
Yeah.
so much bullshit,
Yeah,
dude.
you do.
People gotta be mad at me.
My
I
goodness.
know.
Like, all right.
There's gonna come a day that Twitter.
They just find out that they find out that we're real individuals and we have our own personal beliefs, and we're old. Ladies and gentlemen, we're old.
Come after me.
And then you'll be like, yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, just kidding. No, we've had so much fun this year telling all kinds of stories, being able to be who we are, honest with ourselves. We don't even agree.
Honest with you.
We don't even agree
Allegedly.
on things. There's so much stuff.
Oh, fuck no. We don't agree on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You're usually wrong. Sometimes you're right.
You know why I'm on the right? Because
Why?
I'm always right. Women to the right.
What else do you have?
Oh, I don't have anything else. Let's see.
Did you want to talk about OnlyFans at all? Because I'm
can
kind of
talk about-
burned out on them. Well, I'm not burned out, but I don't.
They also reversed their decision, so Jay was right on that as
called
well.
it.
Yeah. So when we do these stories,
We're gonna take down the porno because we want to cater to the fan. Where'd you make your? That's like Pornhub Hub deciding one day they're just going to be the hub.
Yeah, when
Radio Shack decided to just be the Shack, it did not work for them.
It's gone now.
Yes.
When you try as a business to cut off the people who built you up, and you try to go after that fame and fortune,
Yeah.
well, sometimes it just doesn't work, does it?
See, and that's why we really need to start stepping outside of the YouTube realm as well, because there are other avenues out there.
We are, yes. I've put a couple of our videos up on Rumble.
Have you?
I have.
Sweet. Sweet.
Yeah.
Thinking outside the box, girl.
YouTube is the third largest search engine.
Is it really?
It really is, yeah. So you got to kind of play within the rules as we're playing outside of this box.
Yo, man, but I'm a stripper. I know how to dance around the rules. So YouTube, let's dance, baby.
Yeah. So, there's just so much stuff that we've done that we've enjoyed. I mean, I'm excited what we have in store. I'm excited. What do you want to do with this space as a studio? Are we going to increase more sound production? What do you want to do? What do you want to see here for us for next year?
Well, when it comes to next year anyway, season 3, I want to focus on the artwork, and we've got an idea. Damn, season 4.
Season 4.
Fuck! Season 4, the artwork, we've already got a great idea for it. We have a great
idea,
and
yes.
I've dug out some of my old pictures back when I was dancing, so we're going to see if Eduardo Guzman can use that influence in that.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. We have a website coming down the pipeline.
Yes. We actually really do
we
this
do.
time.
We
yeah.
do. Yeah, a physical website. Somebody is building it, not us. We're also partnered with the Phoenix Print Company. So that's coming down the line. If you want merchandise.
Dude, they've got such cool shit.
You're going to have to bear with us, but it will be up next year.
Yeah.
That you'll be able to get our hoodies that I showed you. That I got you a hoodie, I got Big D a hoodie, and I got me a hoodie.
And it's got my name right here.
And if you order a hoodie from the Phoenix Print Company, they will put your name on the hoodie.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So it's going to be a premium hoodie. It's going to be super soft. Jav is he's a podcaster helping podcasters with their merchandise.
I love the fuck out of that hoodie,
so
dude.
Speaking of merchandise, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So because and I'm speaking of merchandise, I do want to continue making more things like this, especially like the Bucks and Bitches.
The Bucks and Bitches. So
dude, I love it.
I have a t-shirt here.
That's fucking sick.
That I did order. Sticker Mule. It's from Sticker Mule.
Sticker Mule.
It's a size large.
Oh, that's from Sticker Mule.
So this is from Sticker Mule.
I didn't know they did shirts.
Yep. Every so often they give t-shirts away very cheap. And I ordered one to see their print quality compared to the Phoenix Print Company.
I do like the colors. They're vibrant.
So it's very vibrant. So if you, our dear listener, if you want to earn this t-shirt that I have.
That very shirt.
This very shirt.
Sweet.
If you want to earn it, we want you. This is our call to action this week. You have 2 weeks to do this.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
From the time this episode releases.
Yes.
Which might be Monday.
Well,
We'll see.
We want you to give us a 5-star rating on Apple.
Apple.
Yes,
okay.
Apple. So if you give us a 5-star rating, you screenshot your 5-star rating.
Check.
Just tell us what you love about the show. Tell us what you hate about the show.
Yeah.
Give us some real feedback. If you screenshot it, send it either to Mr. J on Facebook or to me on Twitter.
Facebook is next on stage 1.
And Twitter is next on stage 1. If you find us, send it to us. We will put your name in the running for this t-shirt, this one that I have right behind me. It's a large. You don't have to, you can give it to somebody else as a gift or, if it's too big,
Yeah.
So.
And you know what? And we'll do it right here. And we're going to do it old school because, that's the way I roll.
We'll put it on little pieces of paper.
Yeah. And get it like a hat or something. We'll use my fedora.
We'll use the fedora.
And we'll pull it out of the fedora and we'll find out who wins the shirt.
So that is your call to action, guys. We want you to give us a 5-star rating on Apple. You have until...
Don't even ask me, dude. I'm high.
January 15th.
January 15th.
That's when we're going to pull the name. So you have all the way up until we do a live recording on Twitter Space.
Okay.
For your name to go into the box.
And be honest feedback, folks. Tell us what you love, tell us what you hate. But don't be an asshole.
Yeah,
don't be an asshole.
Because we really want to give this shirt away to somebody who cares. And if you've already given us a 5-star on Apple, just screenshot that and send. it does count. It doesn't matter when it was this year for it. So it can be an older Apple review as long as you tell us that's you and that is your review.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had a great show.
Man, okay, it was fun.
It
Got a
was.
little bit crazy.
Yeah.
So we got some stuff coming down the pike. We've got Steve the Door Guy.
We're going to bring on Steve, guys. He had some of the best stories.
Dude, his shows were in the top numbers, all-time
time.
numbers for a long time. It wasn't until Dimber Doll that got knocked off. But one of his has always been clinging on.
Oh,
So
man.
he's going to come back. He's going to tell us some new shit that has allegedly happened at some of Dimber's favorite clubs.
I talked to Anissa. She's coming on the show.
Sweet.
You guys are going to love the Chocolate Thundercat because
Chocolate Thundercat.
she is seriously one of my favorite strippers of all time.
You just told me that she just...
Man.
Me and her are just going to be talking, huh?
We're all going to be talking. She's got so many stories. She's been in the industry for a long time.
Okay.
And she is an absolute delight.
Fucking
yeah,
man.
So I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited. This season, we're not done yet, folks. We're ready. We're rocking. We want to stuff this full of more interviews. So if you know,
and keeping it down and dirty,
if you know a stripper that lives here in Denver,
or anyone that does funky shit, because you know what, we had Diamond talk about BDSM.
Yep.
So if you do
Roller
weird
derby
shit that's
girl,
adult industry related, let us know.
We want somebody else here because we have so many more episodes left of season 3, and we just want to pack it full of just wonderful individuals for you to listen to.
Chock full of nuts.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Next on Stage 1.
My name is Mr. J.
And my name is Pixie.
Talk hard, Denver.
Bye, guys.